live. And tonight, we're going to talk about this leva, this chapete, Dubs, aka Joker, the CDCR Rata, the rat. Now, there's been a lot of people who've been instrumental in exposing this lame. I remember back in the day when I first seen Dubs doing his YouTube. I was like, all right, who is this fool? Dubs. He used to, mention little war stories. I was like, who is this fool? I never heard of him. From Santa Barbara. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, man, that looks like Joker. And yeah, I was like, yeah, that's that.
Fantastic. YouTube Yard was good. How you guys doing? Happy Sunday. Please don't leave. Don't leave. Hold up. Got a bunch of 30 subs I just made off my last video. Controversy sells. Drama sells. It's time to spicing up the YouTube Yard a little bit, man. Let's have some fucking fun. Everybody's so serious, bro. Everybody's like PC, not PC. Can you be on YouTube having these conversations and still be good and all this other shit? Well, hey, I'm good. I'm doing it. Therefore, I have an idea. Hear me out. Throughout this video, I'm going to be showing clips. Go like and subscribe to this channel. This video was put out a few days ago. He needs more subs. This needs more views. It seems like there's something going on in the YouTube yard now. It looks like I'm not the only one tired of the PC rhetoric.
Backs me up, man. My story is my story.
And your story is basura. You have a peseta story. It comes down to this. It don't matter what you once done. The ultimate outcome is you became a straight peseta. You were always a coward at heart. And deep inside your little watered down mentality, you know it. You can convince subscribers on YouTube. And one thing you always do is you always go back and say, oh, I'm on the streets. What happens on the streets don't matter in prison. Then stop talking about prison. Stop bringing up prison situations. You're a Wes Watson dick rider. You have nerve telling everybody's talking about Dubs. All you do is talk about your boyfriend, your man crush, Wes Watson, who I'm sure will beat the shit out of you.
It's just like, hear me out for a second, right? We can't stop the internet. You can't stop nobody from doing their content. Everybody has a story. I have a story. I haven't even begun to tell my story. I'm actually a success story. 5 years in prison. 3 years in the level 4. That's a small little resume. But my story, which I've told somewhat, is on the streets. I got my shit together, but it's there. But hear me out. Let's just say there's ethical rules. Ethics, right? We can't be fucking talking about certain conversations because it's just not what it is. A lot of things don't exist that people talk about. So would that be breaking any rules? If you're speaking upon shit you shouldn't speak upon because you're not part of that anymore. Because you'll hear somewhere in this video, you'll hear this camarada say it's the end results that matter.
I was there, Joker. I was there. I was in Tehachapi. Back then, when it was blessed, we were cleaning that yard up from all them individuals who were put on CTQ until they were kicked out. We were there cleaning it up. Where were you? A lot of people used to be stuck in the shoe. You were useless. When you got validated, you were useless. You weren't out there fighting the battles. Were you ever in a riot with...
Resumes don't mean shit once you PC. Once you turn 25 cents, it don't mean a fucking thing. So let's live in a hypothetical world. You guys know what that means? The hypothetical world? Follow me. All right, well, I want in on this space. I want in the YouTube yarda. How can I make a splash? Well, I'm going to implement a tax a tax on views on the PCs. I'm going to make content directly off all the PCs, every single one of them. I'm going to give my opinions on this PC. Maybe we should do like a PC ranking, right? Instead of doing king of the PCs, just rank all the PCs. Or how about this? Are you biased towards a PC? Do you actually sit there and think, man, I wish this motherfucker wasn't a PC, right? Who's the better spoken PC? Who's the less angry PC? Who's a PC that wishes he wasn't a PC, but then gets that fat ass YouTube check at the end of the month or beginning of the month, and it's swole, and he's like, fuck it, I'm PC'd up, right? I just want to go ahead and say, let's have some fun. You know what I mean? I saw the comments. I did. Saw everyone. I think I responded to everyone. Everybody's welcome. All can have an opinion. You'll see me as you see me, but I just want to have fun, man. Let's just play off of it. It can't always be about prison and who stabbed who. And we can't talk about our gang life, can we? I can't. I've mentioned neighborhoods, but I can't really say about shit because it'd be dry snitching. It'd be almost peseta-ish. That's just how I feel. I struggle in those early videos mentioning barrios. And I've been honest with you guys, even when I can't even express myself because I got to be so honest because I respect the fucking rules. Regardless if I'm a tag banger turned Southsider. I'll say it again for the new people that's coming in that might have missed that. And just in case you want to use that against me to troll me, bring it on.
Over 100 points. All these dudes that woof and have the most to say, their resume is complete.
Listen, man, your resume does not stand to a lot of ours. You're a brief or you're a rat. You're a CDCR rata. You're a plant. You're a rat. When you were in Calapat State Prison, SNYD yard, you were a snitch, an undercover snitch.
Nobody can ever say Dubs told on him. Not
the people that you told on wouldn't even know. The individuals that you told on when you incriminated organization members was recorded on the 1030 confidential information. Them people got 1030s with statements that were made against them. A lot of times, they wouldn't even get it. So we used to do OSIN reviews a lot. When we used to, we used to do OSIN reviews, and we used to see 1030s that were in there. And a lot of people had 1030s put on them that were nobody. So whatever individuals that you told on, they wouldn't know. But inside your weak heart, you know who you told on, rat.
Nobody that did anything with Dubs. Not anybody.
You're talking from the 1990s. Nobody knows you. Nobody cares about you. Your watered down war stories are garbage. They're garbage like you.
All opinions are welcome. All comments are welcome. I would not delete no comments. Actually, there's a troll who says he got me half my subscribers. Well, to that troll, I say unsubscribe right now. I gained what, like, I don't know what it was. I don't even remember. I'm like close to 250. Well, the Nate troll, drop right now. Unsubscribe and let's cleanse it. Like we could cleanse this PC rhetoric because I think we need some. There got to be some homies. We got to figure out how can we participate and not dry snitch on shit on scenarios. How can we do that? There's got to be a way we could do it. I mean, hey, homies, I'm not the only one that got my shit together on the street. I'm not the only one that beat addiction. I'm not the only homie or norteño homie that got their life together and their homies from their hoods, their barrios, salute us and live your life, and the youngsters took over.
And I want to point out, unlike a lot of these dudes, I've actually done a pegada with a legend.
Here he goes now saying he did a pegada with the legend. Where? Where did you do this stabbing at? Where'd you do this mission at? A lot of people did missions with, homies who became, big homies or whatever. So what? You ain't nobody. You're a coward. And again, it goes back to what you done before doesn't matter to your ultimate outcome. You became a peseta.
I did a hit with a lead.
Oh, let's go to this real quick. Let's ask Joker. Let's ask Dubs. When you were on the general population, we don't use the term active, non-active, because those are modern terms that you and I wouldn't use, Joker. So when you were on GP, and if you knew somebody locked it up, and you knew they debriefed, what would you have called that person? Yeah, you would have called them a peseta, just like you are, bitch.
Took over. Hey, I'm not the only one. Why can't we talk about how we overcame? Some of us only did 1 term, 2 terms. Some of us came home and never went back. Came home in good standing, in prison and in your hoods, and you never went back, and your homies love you all the same. Where's our stories? I make good money. I got my shit together, got clean, and I work in the environmental, industrial cleaning industry, the oil industry. I traveled this country with homies and black homies, Crips and Bloods, homies from Longo, insane, in the same bus, traveling up and down the state, Oregon, Washington, Texas, Oklahoma. I've been all across the country cleaning fucking refineries, homie. There's a lot of us. It's just too much of this PC rhetoric. I'll be honest. Some of these PCs, you can get caught up watching, and then you're like, always at the end, it's like, but you're a PC, but you're a peseta. It's like, I can't even, your stories are good, whatever's true or what's not. I see the resentment in them. I truly believe some of them wish they just wouldn't have folded it up, but then they'd probably still be locked up. So for them, they did the best choice. I mean, we can't really question these PCs, why they became pesetas. And what else should I call them? I don't know how to call them no other way. It is what it is. And anybody that takes offense, oh well. Sooner or later, I'll be made fun of. I've always known this. So I just said, you know what? Just can't talk about certain shit. So let's just flip it. Let me implement the PC protocols, the PC taxation. I'm going to milk all of them for views.
Stuff on your moms. No one gives a shit about that woman. You don't give a shit about her because you are using her in an attempt to convince people on YouTube that you are real.
That was personally involved in my life, the legend that I was directly under.
There he goes again. The legend I was directly under. A lot of weenies were under members, legends. A lot of weenies were. You strike me as the type of individual, you were a stupid little kid when you went into prison. Probably went to the shoe. And then, you were there, you were probably neighbors with a member. And a lot of people were like that, and they presented themselves to these members as if they were, honorable and educated when they weren't. They were lames like you.
Other ones that were involved, soldados that were involved, they know.
Of course they know. They're not going to go out and promote it. They know you're a weenie. They know you are a coward. They know you locked it up. They know you PC'd up. You are a peseta.
And
let's move on.
What kind of cloth I'm cut off?
Because I know, I can see the comments. That video has hit for me, for the size of my channel. A lot of you guys out there feel the same way I do about some of these PCs. Some of them should have been honest. Bali should have been honest. Then there's the other Central American. I forgot about him. L. I used to watch L back in the day too. But he was honest. That's what I mean. Homies and people that watch, there's some PCs we sympathize to. Because I know a lot of us watch some of their shit when we watch it, bro. I'm not saying we watch everything and we're not put on a cape for these pesetas, but we're watching them, right? Because it's entertainment. At the end of the day, we want to be entertained. And the YouTube yard is getting stale. It's becoming the same old rhetoric. Let's just play around with it. Let's put people in categories and rankings and who's your favorite PC? Would you forgive a PC if you could? That's an interesting question. I got a few comments saying I'm no longer good because I'm participating in YouTube yada. None of you trolls or anybody, none of these PCs, none of that could ever take away what I've been through. And just like we can't take away whatever the PCs went through. They PC'd up out of it, but hey, it's their decision. So let's not compare resumes, right? And I'm playing clips throughout this video, so please go sub to that home.
There were hundreds, if not thousands, of individuals who were living the life he talks about.
People say, oh, Dubs lied. Dubs lied.
When this coward has been asked straight out, were you asking why? Why don't he be a man and just admit he was? He's a liar. One time he was calling people pesetas on YouTube. We know what a peseta is. Those who know.
Channel, go watch that video. It's fantastic. So, I'm gonna take a day off or two. Let this shit marinate for a few days. It's Sunday. Let's let the week play through. I still got my High Desert story. I want to tell you guys how I got clean and sober, how I feel blessed. I got arrested during Proposition 36 in LA County, Southern California, LA County. Got me clean and sober, and we got to be able to way to tell our stories somehow, some way, where we're not fucking saying shit we ain't supposed to be saying, because some of us respect shit that don't even exist, if you know what I mean, jelly beans. So I'm all for it. I'll sacrifice my channel. That's another thing. I said in some of my videos, I do good. I'm on a different tax bracket. I'm just having fun. I ain't chasing monetization. I ain't chasing subs, but if I get them, fuck it, let's do it. You guys rock with me, I'll rock with you. Let's do it. I'll take all the subs I can get. I'll take all the views I can get, but it's not a necessity. It's not something I crave. I don't dopamine for it. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to say that the PCs on the YouTube yada dominated too much. It's monopolized by them, and I want to just crack the shields. And like I said, I'm not, and here's another thing. I said it on one of my other videos. I would not engage in any disrespectful back and forth with any camarada that watches or does content that's good in his hood. And it is time well. I'm not going to do it with any of you. You guys don't like this. I get it, homies. I understand. I respect that. Don't watch it. Feed me. I watch you guys. I mean, I'd always leave comment, but I watch you guys. All you guys know who I'm talking about. I understand if you don't see things the way I see it, and that's cool. You guys, should I make it to where you guys do reactions on me? That'd be fucking awesome. If I don't, I don't care. But whatever your opinions are, I take no offense. I'm not going to argue or go back and forth, make content on a camarada that's good in his barrio primarily and in prison. I'm not going to do that. I'm not here for that. But these fucking PCs, they're here to be milked for views. You know what I mean? Let's just green light them. Let's just tax them to get views, make fun of them, get creative with them, have real conversations about what they feel like when they knew they were going to peseta out. When they said, oh, 25 cents, CO, let's just play with it. Let's have fucking fun. There was another comment that said I look like the Joker because I got big-ass mouth. Oh, homies, I'm self-aware. One of the best compliments I've ever gotten in my life was by an older gentleman. You know what, George? Jorge? What makes you who you are is that you are self-aware. So if I'm a troll, I'm a self-aware troll. Let's just milk these pesetas for views. Bam, bam. Southsiders up. Have a good Sunday. I'll see you guys in a few days. West Side, Los Angeles, baby.